We all know that rules are important to keep order in the classroom. In this video, I'll give you 5 simple rules for a large group, and I'll show you tactics to teach them that will help your students to accept the rules. As a bonus, I'll also give you 5 other rules that apply to all class settings, not just large group. So let's dive in. First up, we have 5 up rules. Like I said, these rules are good for a large group setting when all the students need to listen to the teacher. I'm going to show you a demonstration of how to present these to the class, but before I do, keep your eyes open for these 4 tactics I use to make the rules review more effective. 1 is visualizing the rules, 2 is encouraging children's participation, 3 is giving real life examples, and 4 is sharing the reasons behind the rules. Ready? Okay kids, we're gonna learn the 5 up rules for a large group. If you follow these rules, you'll be able to learn a lot because you'll keep the distractions away. Rule number 1 is to sit up. Can you do that with me? Sit up. Good job. This rule is good because it shows the teachers that you're being respectful and attentive. If you lie down, it's hard for you to pay attention and you might even fall asleep. Rule number 2 is to zip up. Let's do that together. Zip. Nice. This means that when the teacher is talking, no one else should be talking. Why? Because if everyone's talking at the same time, no one would ever be able to hear anything. It would get so noisy. But it doesn't mean we never want you to talk. You just need to wait for permission. Rule number 3 is to listen up. Can you do that with me? Listen up. This means that you should be listening to who? The teacher or whoever has permission to talk. Not to your neighbor or your friend who's trying to whisper to you. You can silently tell them to pay attention like this. Rule number 4 is to look up. Let's do that together. Ready? So who are you looking at? Yes, the teacher. We have a lot of cool things to show you, so don't miss out by looking around at other things. And the last rule is rule number 5, which is hand up. Can you guys do that with me? All right, this is when you want to answer or ask a question. But make sure you wait to be called on before you talk. Don't just raise your hand and shout out the answers or else the teachers won't call on you. All right, great job, everybody. Those were the 5 up rules. It's a good idea to review them at the beginning of large groups so that everyone knows how they should behave during the lesson. Then, as you go through songs, verses, and the Bible lesson, each teacher who goes on stage should keep upholding the same expectations. If there's inconsistency between the teachers, the kids will likely get confused about what is allowed. Now, are you ready for our bonus set of rules? They are the 5 respect rules. These can be taught at the beginning of large group, or if you think it's better, they can be taught in small groups since respect rules are good in pretty much any setting. Here are the hand motions. 1 is to respect God. 2 is respect authority. 3 is respect others. 4 is respect the boundaries. And 5 is to respect yourself. Just like we did for the 5 up rules, we can use the same 4 tactics to teach the rules like this. Rule number 1 is respect God. Can you guys do that with me? Respect God. Great job. This means that you don't use his name in a bad way, like when you're angry or as a curse word. It also means that you should take good care of his word, the Bible, and treat it nicely. God deserves all your respect because he has made you and he is king over everything. Okay, now it's your turn. If you had to teach the 5 respect rules, what kind of examples and reasons would you give to your students? How would you explain respect authorities, respect others, respect boundaries, and respect yourself? Let us know what you think in the comments. And after all, it's a good practice for you to say it in your own words. And while you're at it, please like, share, and subscribe if these videos are helpful to you. You can also let us know what other topics you'd like to hear more about. And now, here are some final tips. First, make sure to review the rules every week, even if it's just briefly. Kids need to be reminded of expectations to keep the standard high. Second, encourage the kids to help each other follow the rules. They can choose to lead by example even when they're young. Third, praise them generously for following the rules and for showing good character. The more you praise something, the more you will get. Finally, make sure that you enforce the rules consistently right from the start. If you let bad behavior go unchecked, the kids will lose respect for the rules and the teachers. Then it will become a lot harder for you to change bad habits once they've set in. We've got 2 tools that help us with enforcing the rules. First is the check your behavior system, and second is the character-based correction. But since these are big topics, they get their own separate videos. If you want to learn more, watch this video next.